Let's just go live with that so you can explain to everyone what CPT is.
Oh
That's
God.
No, I just appreciate it. It's been expanded. It's been expanded from, I guess, the way I knew it, which was Black people time to color people time. So it's more inclusive. We were just talking about Winona's go-to excuse for, or her valid reason, her perfectly valid and brave reason for why she's
brave. No, it's
stunning and brave.
The reason why to everything. It's the reason why some people are late to most things.
CPT. I learned the updated
no, I have to say
lingo.
It, Jeff. You can't say it. You can't say it.
Yeah.
Get mad.
Oh no. Well, I'm actually Argentinian. It's so
very well hidden under
very well
whiteness.
yeah.
Outshone by your white skin. That's what you're telling me.
Whiteness. But yes. Explain to everyone what CPT is.
Yeah, so I told Jeff, I'm late all the time because of CPT, and he said CPT, and I said colored people time, and then he burst out laughing. So, I mean...
Oh boy, yeah, so...
No, if you look up CPT, there are plenty of jokes made by plenty of, colored comedians about why the former president was late to everything, because CPT. President Obama, funny stuff.
Oh man, I didn't even know about those. Oh wow.
Oh my gosh, Jeff. What side of the internet have you been living on aside from the bank side, man?
The
banks. I think you gotta get on the black side of Twitter, my guy.
I was on an uncomfortable side of the internet earlier where I was watching. It was a charity stream, but it was of all these shit posters and stuff, and I tweeted it out and then deleted it after the charity stream. They brought on a Holocaust questioner and some other people, and I was like, this is I have to retroactively disavow, you're raising money for St. Jude's, but this is too much Jerry Springer for the fucking thankfully the atheist YouTuber it was all white stuff basically. Thankfully, the atheist YouTuber that I had followed in there, who's liberal Clinton voter, that kind of thing. He was there to kind of make fun of him. But I was like, oh Jesus Christ! I just tweeted this out. This is not good. So yeah, intersecting weird and wild sides of the internet there. So but. I knew about BPT, so I didn't realize it had been since expanded to CPT. That's what was
CPT for the last 5 years.
I see. It's been expanded to fit the entire alliance. I see.
It's been CPT forever. It's been CPT for as long as I've known it. I think.
Oh really?
I think somebody misintroduced you. I've only known it as CPT.
Well, yeah, I'll have to go back and see if I can remember if they said it as Black people time or Black people time. It kind of depends.
It's colored people time.
I know. Okay. Oh God. Welcome to VKH Live.
What a fucking opener, am I right?
Yeah, join us as we dance through the minefield of racial internet opening humor.
It's cool, guys. I'm everything.
Oh yeah.
I'm everything. It's okay.
Yeah, that's we got a lot of cover there.
Yeah. Should I go through the list so people know how safe we are?
Do it.
Yeah.
Be my camouflage.
Our camouflage. I'm Black to the government because that's what they understand, but I'm Native American from 2 different tribes. I'm Irish and I'm some kind of Spanish. So.
Yeah. I think I'm Irish, so that's why they let us on the same stream together.
Did I say Irish? Yeah, I said I'm Irish. I'm also African American, but yeah.
Oh my God. Seeing some chronically late people in the chat as well. Oh man! Oh God! Wow. Okay, we're already getting some Streamlabs in. I do still have the Duran Gray GIF on. I am just fairly tickled with that one, and it is definitely on my mind. So,
yes, I hope everyone's enjoying these photos and the slides. because I took them all on iPhone.
Justine donated $88. Jesus Christ, thank you. Super excited for next year's AWA. And also another $10 just now. Thank you very much, Justine. We greatly appreciate it. So speaking of AWA, that's what we're here to talk about today.
But this past year's AWA, not next year's AWA.
Yeah, we're working on any sort of streamer knowledge. You know, I've teased that we're working on that, so we're gonna keep working on that. Hopefully, have someone on to talk about that maybe in the future. So we'll see. We're trying to lock it down. Feel free to enjoy all of the photos. These are photos that Winona and all of her talentedness took.
Without a real camera.
Yeah, from SPYAIR, MIYAVI, and ROOKiEZ Punked concerts. A lot of fun stuff happened, man. A lot of crazy stuff.
Crazy shit went down.
So, I will just say as an opener before we start digging into this, this was the first... Those of you who watch the show regularly know I usually only go to anime conventions for the bands to cover stuff.
As we mostly do.
And I've never been able to get into anime conventions, too much. I can go into more detail about why at another time. It's not the anime.
No, I know the perfect quote. I know the perfect quote to explain why Jeff doesn't go to anime conventions if there's no band. Because this happened at the con. We were in the middle of the convention, Jeff. Do you remember? We were trapped in a sea of weebs, and Jeff was like, "Get me away from this weeb shit."
Oh man! And with that, all the viewers quit out. Yeah, just like that.
No, we were legitimately trapped, like just in a sea of weebs. I'm not even gonna lie. We couldn't get around. It was hard. That was Thursday. Nothing was happening Thursday. What were people doing?
I don't know. But what I will say is, I think this is. I'm gonna break tradition here and say this is the first anime convention I really enjoyed.
Wow.
So there's that.
And Jeff hates anime, so.
I do not hate anime. Don't spread that lie. That's gonna work against me so bad. We're out here covering all these anime bands, and I'm gonna interview one in the future. We're lucky. I didn't interview SPYAIR or ROOKiEZ, and they were like, "So what's your deal against anime, bro?" Like when I go to ask question one, like they're just like
sat there like, "So you're the Gintama band, huh?"
We don't respond to questions from Weebophiles or Weebophobes, I guess would be the Oh man.
Well, I mean, fun fact is, they're totally open to all the US stuff and non-anime stuff. So, yeah.
No, but it was a really good convention. A lot of solid cosplay, a lot of cool events.
Some really creative cosplay. Somebody cosplayed as the Invisible Girl from My Hero Academia, and I was like, how the fuck? So I took pictures of that.
Yeah, that was pretty entertaining, even though I didn't get the reference, but I could understand the concept,
Somebody was an invisible human being.
Yeah. But thanks, Asukai. I think I fixed the Discord window. It's
we'll see.
Weebophobes needs to be a real word. Yes, potentially. Let's kind of go over what the stuff we were involved with first, and then we can kind of get into
the stuff VKH was involved with. Yeah,
and then we can get into the artist events more and stuff, and then we can get into the concerts.
And then we can get into the extra bonus special edition of things where I don't get into what I did with Fake Star.
Yeah, so I was there for VKH to help with interviews and take notes and stuff for the live reports, which will all be coming out soon. Was also there to because my ambition knows no limit, and I wanted to stream from the conference. That was largely successful, I would say.
Was it?
But yeah, it was.
No, I believe it was. Just internet was tough.
It was a guerrilla warfare kind of an effort to get it to work, but we definitely got it to work. So shout out to everyone who watched those streams. But so we started. I guess the first thing we were really got up to was the Visual K After Dark panel with Fake Star, hosted by Rhubarb. I believe that was Thursday.
That was it Thursday? It was Thursday.
Yeah,
I'm remembering my con by my outfits.
So we actually streamed that whole thing live. So we have a stream up on our YouTube channel here, so you guys should definitely check that out. I totally skipped introing this for anybody new, by the way. We're VKH Press. This is a show VKH Live.
Nice.
Check out our website, vkh-press.com. Check out more AWA 2018 related streams on this YouTube channel.
I'm Winona.
Yeah, we're inundated. Yeah, we're inundated with content right now, so we're kind of gonna just sift through as much of this as possible. But
every letter at a time.
You can probably pick up what we're putting down in terms of what we are and what we do at this point, but we have a Discord. That's what's on the bottom of. That's what's below the landscape slideshow. We have Streamlabs if you want to throw us support. We have Patreon if you want to throw us support. We have Facebook group run by Fake Star, our good friends at Fake Star and J-Rock Vault. We are also in their adminning called Visual K and J-Rock Party. All kinds of other links, tons of other content.
Fun times, good vibes.
Come build an online community around Visual K and J-Rock with us. Let's make our voices heard. Let's
prove it's not dead.
Let's glow up 2018. And oh god, yeah, you want to talk about Visual K's not dead. Do we want to talk about how unexpected that crowd was at the Visual K After Dark panel?
Oh yeah, dude, like it was a full fucking room. We were like, what the fuck? It was crazy.
Yeah. You guys freaked out. You guys freaked out Rhubarb, man. Like
she was like, "Oh shit!" Like when she saw everyone.
Poor girl thought she was, she thought she wasn't gonna have to be fully on until
she was like, "I don't
Friday.
need to be on 10 until Friday."
Yeah, no, that she
was wrong.
Yeah, so we were really excited to see there were so many people there for a
curious
Visual
about
K
Visual K. Yeah, and what was so great was that even after the panel, people I don't know about you, Jeff, but people came up to me and was like asking more questions about Visual K and stuff. So yeah, Visual K is not dead, bitch. Like people are still very deeply curious.
Yeah, it was really cool. Really cool to see. I think you got like the most of the interaction from the VK fans. I was unfortunately very behind the scenes between like a lot of that.
No, they caught me at very weird times where I was like extremely antisocial, and it was like after the rave at like 4 a.m. and shit. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like really bad timing to approach me, but I swear I'm nice. Just if it's 4 a.m. and I just finished like a 20-hour shift at con, I'm probably kind of grouchy.
Yeah, we had Delta Sora in the chat showed up IRL for that panel.
IRL streaming with Delta and Jeff happened, I believe.
So I got to meet her. I got to meet Suga, another frequent viewer.
It was great meeting you guys.
Both very supportive LMC fans, avid LMC fans, and so I'm sure I will be seeing them again, along with many others of you at next year's AWA, which we'll talk about shortly.
I love when you guys show up to these things and then you just treat us like it's IRL live stream. Because when Delta saw Jeff and was like, "Oh, Jeffrey," the whole time, I loved that. That made my night.
That was actually very relieving because it was it was so. Feel free to if you meet us, you can totally do what Delta did, which is just like, oh no, treat it like the stream because it was like
Yeah.
super chill. There is no introduction or like anything required. It was just like it's just more of the same. We're just all one big family. We're just all chill.
We're all fam here.
Yeah, we're all fam here. We're very very similar IRL. I sound less YouTubey in person, but
he sounds more tech nerd in person.
I sound more like, yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I sound more like a nervous wreck in person. But yeah, so that was really heartening to see. So many people there. A lot of fans of newer bands, smaller bands as well, shouting out in the audience during the panel, as you'll see on that stream. And just a lot of engagement. Had some solid questions asked. Winona almost went full on tilt when it was alleged that X Japan upstaged Beyonce.
I was ready. I had my rant ready, and Jeff was like, "Not today."
Yeah. Well,
he said, "Not today, Satan." So
no. Yeah, exactly. Oh man, and then
just don't come at me with X Japan did better than Beyonce, because that's a full on lie.
Yeah, she's very. She's the Z snaps are loaded in the holster.
I'm still ready. I'm still ready. I was just like, "Woof, you don't know."
God. Oh my god, yeah. Great PR. Great PR. PR goes out the window when you get to that. And then Friday was the MIYAVI concert? Or
Friday was MIYAVI. Saturday was Star Marie and Rave, and then Sunday was SPYAIR and ROOKiEZ and SPYAIR.
Yeah. So,
I had to know. I had all the schedule on the back of my fucking head.
Yeah, so we do have a concert stream, a concert reaction stream from MIYAVI's Friday night performance. That's I was able to film the night after with Delta and Suga, actually.
Yeah, I had unfortunately passed out, I think.
Special thanks for the Wi-Fi access, you guys. It was a perpetual challenge. By the way, if you joined the Discord, you may or may not be able to find an old link somewhere where I linked the unlisted recordings of our failed attempt to do an IRL stream from the dealer's room. It turned out to be potato quality, and the stream dropped in and out. I was fighting with the spirit of 1,000 rolls of duct tape and allegedly Verizon, the nation's most powerful cell service, and but I could not prevail against the overwhelming wave of dead zoneness that was that dealer's room, unfortunately. So, but the recordings may be out there if you want to laugh at my misery. I'll let you see if you can find that.
Laugh with me.
Yeah, laugh with Winona.
No, I was also miserable. Just you couldn't see it. Jeff was very public in his misery.
Yeah, well, of course, it's content.
Con,
C-O-N, capital C-O-N, as someone said.
Because it's con. You die at con. That's how it works.
Yeah. So, but yeah, general thoughts on the concert. It was very entertaining, very enjoyable. It seems to have grown up with me as we've grown up.
With MIYAVI?
Yeah, MIYAVI.
I think he's getting close to his final form. He's really evolved over the years, because I was scrolling through my Facebook, and back when Facebook used to post the tweets, I had retweeted one of his tweets in like 2012, and the way he just writes his tweets now is so different from how he used to write them back then. Because I don't know, he spells out words now. Back then he didn't do that, and that just says a lot right there. And then he had his computer ready with his MCs and with his set list and lyrics on there. Whereas back in like 2011, he straight up forgot the lyrics to How to Love and had his roadie bring out his computer so he could look up his lyrics on Google.
Yeah, he's fully fluent as far as I'm concerned. Like very, very impressive. Like I didn't think his English could get like much better, because I remember seeing him way back in 2011 and was like, he speaks really good English. No, he speaks like fully fluent.
No, he still doesn't think he's fluent. He's like, I speak English at home with my daughters so I can practice. And I'm like, practice what? Like, you're better than me.
Yeah, exactly. Practice what? So he had a Q&A panel, right, Winona?
He had a panel, and it was on Saturday before he left, because he had another concert Saturday night with Joji in LA.
Ooh.
It was
that must have been interesting.
It was a tight schedule.
Yeah, so were you at the Q&A panel at all?
Hell yeah. I had to take pictures. My job was social media. I quoted that
Winona was there for Fake Star.
Fakester. I was there for Fake Star and like VKH, but the Fake Star stuff, we had so many guests that I got run into the ground, low-key.
9, right?
No,
right?
If you count the number of individual people, we had 16 badges to give people. So there were 16 people that we had to take care of. But in terms of the guest list, 9. 9 listed guests, 16 total human beings.
This was like basically Fake Star's convention. I gotta say, I don't know of any other.
Con. It was
Fake Star Con. Like it was impressive. Like
it was a production. Like TM.
The lineup they fucking brought. Like yeah.
It was a lot of shit. We had Boya and Teddy Lloyd and Yushe. Yushe fucking killed it. First of all, and we had Catfire.
We'll get into the rave for sure.
Lots of shit went down, you guys. I got videos.
Yeah.
If
so
we went to the rave, we had to like take videos on stage and shit. It was good stuff, but
yeah. So and we've had Rhubarb from Fake Star on here, and we've been plugging Fake Star for you guys as one of our this is a promoter you can trust or count on. This was like a whole other level of of a job well done, because of the 9, first of all, 9 in general, that's like a huge amount, but the diversity of the 9, everybody
it was
from
the 9 TM.
It was they had everyone. They had an idol group all the way to MIYAVI, and everything in between.
It was the idol group that does anime songs for Tanya the Evil, all the way up to MIYAVI. Yeah, and then everything in between. With the DJs, so God. Definitely
make sure you show them some love on Twitter and Facebook and everything like that.
So fun fact, since I was working with Fake Star, I designed MIYAVI's merchandise for Anime Weekend Atlanta. So if you were there and you bought things and you bought a tote bag or a tank top or stickers or the VIP shit, I did that.
Yes.
Hire me.
Yes. Hire me. Okay, so what went down at the Q&A panel? We can talk about that briefly.
Ooh, so the Q&A panel, we talked a lot about MIYAVI. I mean, duh. But it was like going through what he's done as MIYAVI so far, right, in 2018. And we talked about his UN stuff, which was super inspiring. Well, first of all, the way MIYAVI talks now, just the way he talks about stuff, everything is super eloquent, and there's always a reason behind why he's talking about something. Because, during the panel, there was a point where this girl, when we started taking questions from the fans, a girl went up and asked if she could show him her art. And he heard, "Do you take a shower?" And he was like, "Yeah, I take showers," and everyone laughed because we were just like, "What? That's random." But then she was like, "No, I meant can I show you my artwork?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you can show it to me." And she showed it to him, and he's like, "Can I take it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then he takes it, and everyone's cheering, and she's crying. But then he's like, "But guys, really though, I take showers." And, but then he's like, "Yeah, I shower." While everyone's laughing, he's like, "Yeah, I shower and exercise because it's really important that your mind and body be balanced." because if you're physically balanced, then you're mentally balanced. And I was like, what
now that's woke, guys. Let's see those woke emojis in the Discord.
He just took a joke and turned it into the most serious lesson ever. I was like, what the fuck, MIYAVI? So that's just like a little taste of where he is right now. Like, nothing is funny. Everything has meaning.
He dropped some hard like knowledge and lessons and
throughout
stuff at that concert.
Yeah, and at the panel was nothing but like it was MIYAVI as a sensei. That was what that whole panel was. Because the panelist asked him about mixing hip hop with rock music, and I don't exactly remember the quote that he said, even though I wrote it down and tweeted it later. He said genre doesn't really matter to him. Like, music is music. As long as there's a groove and you dance, like, it's good. So I was like, shit, you right. And everybody cheered and clapped, and then there was just more to it. And we talked about his fashion. We talked about how he was modeling, and some pictures of him modeling for Y3, the Adidas collection through Yohji Yamamoto. That came up, and he was talking about how he's really into tech wear, and like how tech wear kind of represents him as a musician, where it's really innovative and forward thinking, and it's like it has all these utilities, but it also looks good. But then he talked about how like the silhouette that Yohji Yamamoto designs, like it really speaks to him because he really respects Yohji Yamamoto, and he wants to keep working with him. Something along the lines, something Yohji Yamamoto is the OG of fashion. Something he's gonna work really closely with Adidas Y3 brand from now on. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So tech wear is like, it's like that highly stylized but highly functional fashion. Yeah.
And MIYAVI said like,
hence the tracksuit kind of look and stuff.
Yeah, that was also Y3. Yeah, like he said that's him as fashion in a way. So
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
I know.
You look at his Instagram.
I know
that's all, like, fashion
Scarlord.
Photos.
I know Scarlord is kind of into like the that kind of a look as well. I think I was seeing some of his fans were talking about look up tech wear and shit when I was looking at his stuff. But yeah, that's I definitely see that for MIYAVI. That's really dope. Okay, cool. Were there any other panels on Saturday?
I don't know, man. What happened Saturday?
Any that you
I
went
thought
to?
Saturday was Sunday. I'm not gonna lie. That's how long of a weekend it felt. No, all I did. Well, see, let me run through my schedule of the convention so I can. Like,
I think now's a good part to just like toss it over to Winona so she can give her side of the story, because we kind of came together on Sunday, so we got like a nice block of things to cover on Sunday, and then we kind of split around Friday on and off. But
we came together like a few times to talk about like interview questions and stuff like that and sync up a little bit, and then split off a lot. But yeah, Sunday we hung out a good bit. So Thursday I flew in. That was day 0 essentially of the con, but really it was day 1 if we're gonna be for real, because dealers opened. No, dealers didn't open. We were setting up all day, but some things were going on. What did I take pictures of? I had to take pictures of something. I think Star Marie had something going on that day. Flew in early Thursday morning. The day happened. That's all I remember. The day happened. MIYAVI had a thing. That's what happened. MIYAVI had autographs that evening, and it was free autographs, and it was limited to 60 people. And then we put it up. It went viral. Friday happened. Okay, enter Friday. We have Star Marie autographs happening that day. And then we had a Star Marie panel. We had a Star Marie panel, then Star Marie autographs, then DJ autographs, and then Listen Flavor autographs, and then...
I'm seeing Star Marie's panel was Thursday.
Was it Thursday?
And ROOKiEZ Q&A was on Saturday, I guess. Was the other fun fact thrown out by Delta.
Honestly, I don't remember the schedule. I just remember being at shit taking pictures.
I'm just enjoying like trying to see if you can remember all this stuff.
I
'cause
can't
you
remember.
were on a whirlwind schedule.
I was everywhere, guys. I was literally at everything that had Fake Star's name on it, and it was so hard because I ended up missing Listen Flavor's first autographing session, and I missed like a few things because they conflicted with other bigger stuff, so I had to like pick and choose. I can't be two places at once, but yeah, I remember there was Star Marie's panel, then there was Star Marie autographings after that panel. At some point, there was a DJ panel, but I couldn't go to that. But before that DJ panel was a DJ autographing, which was that Saturday, because I remember Friday there was a DJ panel, but Teddy Lloyd couldn't be there, so we had to ask people to come back the next day. Friday night was the MIYAVI concert, and I remember that because right before that, we had the VIP premiere experience for a sound check. And sound check with the VIP was cute, went well. I can't remember what happened before that. We had an interview before that. We had an interview with SPYAIR before that.
Yeah,
Jeff?
yeah.
Okay.
We had an interview with SPYAIR, and that's coming up soon.
Yeah,
Or
that's
coming
gonna
out soon.
go up. I just remember being really stressed on how close to time that was. That's why I'm asking. And then
not to tease too much, but like
it was good content.
we got some good questions. We got some good
We got
lore
some
out
good
of them.
answers. We got some really
Yeah.
good lore. We got some answers to some questions that some of you guys have been asking and didn't know that you've been asking. So, yeah. Anyway, before the SPYAIR, I have to work backwards. Before SPYAIR, I can't remember what happened before that. Something with Star Marie. Something happened. Anyway, Saturday was Listen Flavor's fashion show, and Sholo had performed for 50% Dangerous, right? That happened on Saturday. And then we had an interview with ROOKiEZ, and then we had the Star Marie. Listen Flavor had their fashion show. Listen Flavor also had an autographing session. The DJs had an autographing session. Star Marie's concert happened, and then break, there was something, the DJs had their rave. The rave happened, but there was also a rave on Friday night. That's what happened.
And I missed that one, yeah.
You missed that one. It was really good. That was a really good rave. Yeah, there was a rave on Friday night. Sean Bowe was there doing something. I don't know. I didn't stay too long. Yeah, he was at the rave. He was kind of DJing. I didn't really pay attention because I only stuck around for a few minutes and I left. The rave happened Saturday night, and that was Boya, then Yushe, then Teddy Lloyd, and then Catfire, who was headlining.
Okay, yeah, let's all right, cool. Let's pause there because I think we're caught up now towards Saturday night. Awesome. Okay, so yeah,
Sunday was the concerts for ROOKiEZ and SPYAIR.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and jump to that, and then I'll circle back for the rave at the end as more of a fun thing.
Okay.
But stick around because I got there's some fun stuff to talk about with that rave. So yeah, Sunday we had one right after the other. We had ROOKiEZ and we had SPYAIR performing.
Yeah, I remember when SPYAIR went on stage, we just watched their sound check in between.
Yeah, well let's start with ROOKiEZ a bit. So I was personally I enjoyed both of the concerts. I thought they were they were both quite enjoyable. ROOKiEZ had some diehard fans there from what I saw.
Yeah, they were crying.
They had fans crying by the end when they left. Part of that's because of how they ended, which I'll get into maybe, but there was people very emotional, very glad they came over. They're very funny. The vocalist was talking about how he was asked when he was in New York City, someone asked him habla español, and stuff like that. There was just a lot of fun personality, that he can just kind of ad lib in the MCs. He doesn't really need anything really. I don't know if he had a script or anything like that. But
no, he doesn't really need a script. He speaks pretty good English.
Yeah, and he was pretty good conversationally. Like he. He's very topical. Like he brought up that they visited the SunTrust Park in Atlanta, which is where the con was being held, and just all kinds of like fun little, little things like that in the MCs. It cracked up a lot of people.
No, during the concert that he had, like people do the chant. They all put on hats and they started like chanting.
For, the Atlanta Braves chant.
Yeah.
Which is very similar to the Florida State Seminoles chant. I just realized, I realized in that moment where they're just like, oh.
Yeah, because there was a game happening at that same weekend.
And then they made that work to transition into one of their songs that starts with like a oh or something like
Which
that.
Which was brilliant.
Yeah, it was very well done. Speaking of whoas, they got that. ROOKiEZ has got that like millennial whoa thing going on like hardcore in their music. I did not realize that. That kind of amused me after a while because like they would have the crowd doing it and stuff. I didn't realize just how much like hearing that in songs, like in mainstream songs here in the West. For those of you who don't know, that has become like a trope that has been like people have written articles about it called like the millennial woe or the millennial woes, so to speak. And it's the more modern, pop friendly songs that, it'll be like, I mean, just pick any top 40 song and it's like, whoa, something like that. Like
you also have to remember they're a J-pop band, so it makes sense.
Yeah, I know, but it's like it played over pretty well with the crowd, So a lot of woes. I took that away, but a lot of personality. Really, I'm understanding the Limp Bizkit comparisons that they make about themselves when they're, that they may or may not have made in our interview and other interviews. But because that's kind of the vibe I got, is that there's a lot of grooving, like a lot of like head bobbing and with like some heavier punk vibes as well when the guitarists and the bassists are playing, and like when usually in the hooks, it's they're definitely prone to go into like this jumping, bouncing kind of a vibe, like throughout their set. That was a big vibe throughout.
There was a lot of jumping happening throughout the set in general too.
Yes. Yeah, I literally have like in my notes like more telling to jump around and clap. More, even more woes.
More hopping.
Yeah. There was definitely some like lighter moments, I guess, but the one that really stuck out was just the way they ended, which I believe they ended with Complication, and the vocalist said it's for fans, for like it's a song for when life gets hard. And he gave like a really sweet like ending MC right before that song kicked in, which is that like he said when he started ROOKiEZ he never expected that he would play overseas, but he's here now and he didn't want this to be the end, and they'll definitely come back to Atlanta. And then the song itself is very, the singing is very gentle, but like impassioned. And then like it jumps up an octave, really hard in the chorus, I think, and like, it's just like, it was just a really passionate, emotional way. And so like by the end of it, like when they rap, after all of that, like the fans, like the hardcore fans that were there, they were bawling, man. Like they were, and like, how could you not, if you were a fan, like they were just, like they really left an impression on the fans that were there for them. So that was a very sweet moment. Yeah.
I have a link to the video that I took of the woes.
Of the woes.
when the Atlanta Braves chant, I can put that in the chat.
Yeah, definitely do it. Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
In the Discord chat too, if you can.
Discord chat. Yeah, got you. I'm gonna figure out how to save this so I can put it up there. Let's see.
So, yeah, lots of fun vibes from that. OMG The Feels, I Stand ROOKiEZ. Complications their best song. Yes, Complication. Complication is always their best song to end the concert. Yeah. So next up after that was SPYAIR.
Yes.
And SPYAIR was very interesting. Very interesting band just to watch like do their thing. First of all, as Winona mentioned, the members basically participated in their own sound check and just straight up started playing.
No, that was their sound check. That was their sound check.
Yeah, were we sure if they were supposed to be doing that? Like,
no, they had to, because like after, like, based on the time constraints of the main events room for the convention, they didn't get to do sound check after ROOKiEZ. So they had to make sure everything was tuned and ready for their instruments and stuff. So that was their sound check.
Yeah, so like 3 minutes into like the staff doing sound check, you might have realized, wait a minute, that's the guitarist. That's not a roadie that's, checking the guitars. And then the rest of the members, they just get up and they start playing Just One Life for like 60 seconds. And then they stop and go off stage and everyone's like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah. And then everyone was freaking out, and then the EK is like, yeah, everyone seems to really like this. Okay, great. I think we're good. And then they go off stage.
Yeah, and then it starts like a little bit after that, like a proper, like kind of
proper beginning,
stem and a proper kind of building like hype beginning and stuff as the members all come on stage. But you're just like, wait a minute, you were just out here. Like, what's going on?
Rest assured, they didn't do that in New York. I think they figured out a proper system where they just have their staff do all the sound check stuff. But it was really funny in Atlanta.
Yeah, I believe they started with "I'm a Believer." No, was it "I'm a Believer"? Or was it "Just One Life"? Or did they do both? Were those both as part of the chorus or as part of the sound check? Sorry, not chorus.
They did 2 songs for the sound check.
Okay, yeah. So it was Just One Life, and then they started doing "I'm a Believer" and stopped after the first chorus. Yeah. So I think I have some of the songs that they played written down, but they played a lot of different types of songs, and I was very struck at the there was a lot of diversity of sound and style and like action from the band members, I guess you would say. Even within like one song, you'd get like strong hard rock vibes and sounds, and then there would be a but then maybe like there would be some sort of like almost hip hop style layered in on top. I can just go into some examples. It's probably the easiest way. Like so when they were playing Genjo Destruction, which was like pretty early on. That's a bit of a rockin' song, and the crowd, of course, was all about it. It's one of their more popular songs on YouTube.
I just put the video in chat.
Okay, cool. The vocalist Ike really stood out in terms of his stage presence. He doesn't have an strong imposing rock star stage presence. He has like a smooth criminal kind of stage presence. Like he has
a pop star stage presence.
Even more so than like a pop star. Like he really keeps his cool. He's like kind of like swag, kind of chill, just in general. Even as like the other members would like go nuts around him, like during like heavier parts. It really kept the show grounded and focused. Just him just being there, chill, regardless of what was going on.
He's aware he's the face of the band.
Yeah.
in New York, he kind of lost his chill because like. I went to the New York show to photograph it. He kind of lost his chill like toward the end because he ended up like throwing himself into the crowd twice, and like I watched SPYAIR's crew guys like freak out each time, because first they're like, okay, everything's cool, then all of a sudden EK jumps off the stage and is like trying to get over the rail, and he's like, like he's all up in the crowd, and then I watched like Zepp Live dude run up and be like, oh no, and it was really, really funny, but also I felt the stress just from watching them go from like everything's fine to everything is not fine. So.
Yeah. Did you get extra lit for Samurai Heart like I asked you, Jeffrey? I did my best. I was unfortunately taking
notes.
I was taking notes, and then I was also keeping in sync for with some people for. I was prepping that. I was prepping that LFC article, like coordinating for that as it was coming out. There's my little behind the scenes thing there, but I did my best for sure. Like I was jumping up and down and all that stuff. So quite enjoyed it. But yeah, he wasn't afraid to like, he really did a lot of dancing, like a lot of like, like just kind of getting everybody dancing like it's a party. He would headbang, but it would be like some chill headbanging, and then he would just kind of like post up on the mic in the mic stand, very like rock star style. But he just had a very chill amount of like, I guess like aura about him the entire time. So really, really like living up to the task of being the face of the band, I would say. I think there's a lot of stuff like that he did and that the other band members did, and other things in their general stage performance that probably goes like unnoticed or is a little underrated, but it was little small subtle things like that's like the mark of like really experienced like performers that I think like added on like a lot of polish to their performance. Honestly, you can even see it in the pictures that we're showing of SPYAIR. Like,
they're all got a hold of them.
Yeah, but like you can also kind of tell, like, it's not, like they took full advantage of like the set that they had, and like with the backing lighting and the laser lights. Like they really went all out for it.
Yeah, another thing is that like I enjoyed their concerts. I didn't feel bored. Like when I went and saw them in New York too, because like Anime Weekend Atlanta was one thing because I was totally 100% stressed out, but like in New York it kind of verified how I felt about them versus like when I saw Scandal in New York, because they actually did a really good job interacting with the audience. Even though Gramercy Theater is a smaller venue, there's still like a really awkward gap between the crowd and the stage, and I think they did a really good job of making it feel like that gap just wasn't there. So
well, that's good. So we have a little compare and contrast.
No, yeah, like they're a major J-pop band. Like they're a major anisong band that still knows how to interact with their audience for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Just checking some of my other notes, kind of trying to. There was a good moment where I think it was. It had to do with their drummer, which, by the way, their drummer was like really in full control, like the whole time. Definitely knew what he was doing. He was wearing an Anthrax shirt though, and there's a point where a crowd member yelled, "I see that Anthrax shirt!" Like metalhead in the back. It was, it was quite impressive. Ike said a few things in Japanese that you told me. I
had to translate for Jeff on the spot.
Yeah, so you'd said at one point in the bridge, even though we're from Japan, we write a lot of songs, and I hope you can sing along. So let's
sing together.
Let's sing together. And what else?
I think it was like we write a lot of our songs, and you love a lot of our songs, so let's sing together.
Yeah, he said today's our first day in America in Japanese, and then he switched over. He's like, I can't speak good English in English, and then
really
he grabbed
cute.
his phone and read a script. It was kind of cute, and he's
He
like,
did the same thing in New York, yeah.
yeah,
He's like,
and
let's
he was
be
like,
friends. Let's be
yeah,
friends.
he was like,
Oh my
thank you
God.
for loving Japanese music. I want to make friends with you guys. Next song is My Friend, and he's like bumbling it a little bit, like and laughing as he does it. It was very.
He's like, my English is so
Very
bad.
endearing. Yeah, it was quite endearing.
It was very endearing. He tried.
But really, like the majority of the concert, it was like visually engaging, like how I would imagine a song like "Just One Life" would have been, where it had that rocking vibe to it. But at the same time, it was really underscored by like the kind of vibe I would have expected just to see inside of Some Like It Hot / Samurai Heart, like whichever way you want to call that song. In that it was dancing and vibing and jumping around like a lot, like even through like the rocking parts and stuff like that.
Well, they took out
so they have this nice little duality going on.
They took out the towels for Some Like It Hot too, right? I remember.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like it was interesting because Ike
towels.
was like holding it, like pinching the towel, and I was like, "Bro, are you scared of it?" And then he's like actually swinging it. And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. it was some good times for sure. So overall, yeah, I really enjoyed myself. Definitely, I think I had a slight preference for SPYAIR's. It was just kind of a bit more my style. But if you were there for ROOKiEZ, man, like you got your money's worth. Like they were super stoked to see. They were super stoked that you were there. So
the battle of rap parts, like when they played those songs, people were bumping them like everywhere. Like in New York, those went over super well, and Anime Week in Atlanta
I'm sure.
just went over like really, really well. I was just like, wow, I really dig these.
Yeah, talk about that for a minute, because I think I had to check out my phone for
yeah, you had your head down, and I was like, Jeff, like it was.
Yeah, I had to if we're gonna get this live report up, like I had to do that, and then I was
yeah. It was really, really good because like the minute, what was it? I remember you missed it because Shinosuke had taken out a hat, and then he was like, I look like Usher. and I was like, haha, and then he was like doing poses and stuff, and then he went into everybody started taking out hats, and then they went into the Atlanta Braves chant, which I linked a video to in the
ROOKiEZ?
chat.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you scroll up, I linked a video to it in the chat somewhere. I don't know if y'all find it now. I'll paste it again. Okay, they'll find it.
Yeah.
I believe in you guys. Yeah, they did that, and then they were like more, and then they did it again, and then they went into I think they went into a battle of rap after that, because then he started rapping, right? Because that whoa.
Well, battle of rap is SPYAIR.
SPYAIR?
Yeah.
No, that's ROOKiEZ.
No, the battle of rap songs. That's definitely SPYAIR.
Whatever ROOKiEZ was doing, because I was talking to Shinosuke about rap artists.
ROOKiEZ does plenty of rap, but like the battle of rap that
whatever. Well, I think no. You know what throws me off? It's that SPYAIR did the battle of rap, but then they brought Shinosuke on.
Yeah.
Right, because they did the battle of rap, and then Shinosuke came on stage, and then Uzi was also rapping, so everyone's rapping. And I'm confused, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But then they did it again in New York, and it was even more of a spectacle because Shinosuke came out playing guitar in New York, and then went into the battle of rap, and it was nuts. But yeah. So whenever ROOKiEZ was playing their rapping songs, people loved it. I loved it a lot because I'm biased toward hip hop, and it was good stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Lauren in the chat says "Battle of Memories."
Battle of...
Yeah, basically.
Bro, what memories? That's me for the whole weekend. I don't remember shit. I just have a bunch of pictures on my phone.
Yeah, document everything for when you recover your your cerebral functionality.
I'm not gonna remember anything from the weekend except for the peaks. Like, and those peak moments are super personal, so I can't even talk about those on stream. So
yeah, so we'll let's go ahead and circle back now. Let's talk about that rave, that dank rave,
the rave.
I was super. Here's the thing,
Jeff was
man,
there for the rave. Honestly, that was what Jeff went for. The rave.
No, I mean, I didn't know that at the time, but yes, it turns out that's what I was there for.
Jeff existed for that rave.
I went there and I was there with Delta and Suga actually. So I Delta in particular saw like plenty of rave raging and stuff. We danced like idiots. But that entire rave was put on by Fake Star, and it was a hell of a thing. They started with Voya, I think is the DJ's name. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was Voya, then Yuchie, then Teddy Lloyd, then Catfire and Marie Bont. Not Heavy Grinder, but Catfire and Marie Bont.
Well, he introed her in as Heavy Grinder. So,
oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Because they have a song.
They were. Like, it was technically Catfire and Heavy
Grinder.
Yeah, no, you know what? It was Heavy Grinder because like they posted it literally on they were like B2B with Catfire on their Facebook page. So we gotta go with Heavy Grinder actually. But yeah, so like Voya was like he was it wasn't quite my style, you know, but I could see it as kind of like the moody kind of chill kind of EDM DJ vibe, but I was there to kind of get hype. And then Yuchie comes on. Yuchie cracks me up because and first of all she cracks everyone up, and then she blows everybody's mind because she's this tiny like Japanese girl, kind of with like a girly girl kawaii kind of vibe to it.
No, she's definitely a girl's girl.
And then she drops like these like insane like drum and bass and trap fusion beats that are just like so brutal before like switching back to like a J-pop kind of a sound about cake and stuff like that. And she just goes back and forth between that. She had like the entire like crowd like jumping around and like dancing to the zaniest, craziest stuff, and it's because she would just like she just had like these like these amazing like this amazing like savage trap flurry of trap and drum and bass that she would just like let loose on people, in spite of like the general like the general girliness of like a lot of like the music. It was not what it appeared at face value. It's almost like if you mixed Chiari Pamu Pamu with like
Chiari Pamu Pamu
with Diplo and I'm trying to think of just like a hint of excision in there, to be quite frank, with how vicious she was with some of that drum and bass. Like she was quite vicious with the beats she was dropping, and she was remixing all of her tracks too, and it was like extra vicious. Like
yeah, she had a good number of fans
man.
there just for her. It was crazy.
Yeah, so I definitely found her album on Apple Music. I'm hooked on Poison.
Poison's so good.
It's like that is like she is my trap queen. So that's it turns out that's who that Fetty Wap song was actually about. Yuchie, the trap queen. Voting for her in 2020. Ready, I'm ready for the trap monarchy. But yeah, it's great. It was really great. Then we had Teddy Lloyd, who just like lit that place up. Like,
oh yeah, Me happened. He had his cosplay dancers on stage and
extended, uncensored. With the uncensored music video playing on the
big screen, yeah,
on the big screens, freaking out everybody with the anime titties and blood.
Anime
and
titties
everything.
everywhere, blood and fucking. No, it's crazy because nothing was actually synced up to his songs. I think because he was like just remixing on the spot too, right? Because when the
fairly
music video
up.
went up, it wasn't. No, when the Me video went up, no, it wasn't. It wasn't what it was. Is all I can say because I've seen that video.
It was fairly. I've seen.
No, the beats were synced up, but like the actual, it wasn't like straight up original. It was fairly synced up in beats. Everything was timed well. I'll say that.
Yeah, at least the different sections of the song were synced up with the different sections of the video. But yeah, I was there for his Black Moon stuff, and I was there for like his Daoko songs and stuff, and so I got to hear Daoko. So I get to hear some nice solid remixes of that. Continued to make the case that boy needs to get his ass over to Miami as soon as possible.
That boy.
He literally had a song where he was using the "Hey, we wanna party," and that's like every DJ down here like does that. Like if they have any amount of swag in them at all, that and except his remix was phenomenal, huh?
Did you stay the whole time that he was on stage?
Yeah, that was there.
Okay. No, I meant the whole time he was on stage.
I'm talking about his set. Like that thing.
No, I know you were there, but then at the end he jumped off the stage.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, he jumped. He crowd surfed for a bit.
There's a video on Fake Star of that. I'll put that in the chat.
Yeah, it was quite good. And then Catfire was there, and Catfire is that's the side project of at this point it's
solo project.
It's the solo project of one of the two people behind
Heavy Grinder.
Yeah, even though usually Heavy Grinder refers to our good friend Marie Vaughn. I guess would be the other name that she goes by, but Heavy Grinder is technically, I think, a two-piece. It's a two-piece.
It's a duo. Yeah, Heavy Grinder's a duo.
DJ Heavy Grinder herself is the female, and then Catfire, or the male DJ is his solo project called Catfire. So basically, they work together in all kinds of projects, and so. Catfire had a very highly trending song on the hardstyle charts this year. It's called Hot Coffee. That featured, I think it was called Hot Coffee? Yeah.
Something with coffee.
Coffee Time, sorry. Coffee Time. And it was featuring Heavy Grinder. So all of his set was like an insane amount of like remixes, but they were like so brutally, devastatingly, like they were basically as metal as you can get with bass drops and dubstep and electronica. That like at the majority of the set, I was headbanging for it, and so was he on stage, and and you did have DJ Heavy Grinder / Marie Vaughn come out. And start co-DJing or B2Bing is, I guess that's how the cool kids say it, with him, and so they were taking turns DJing together and pumping everyone up. Lots of fun remixes of metal songs like Down with the Sickness. I didn't even take any pictures or videos because I was just like, I was headbanging so hard.
I got sent home early. I missed it.
It was wild. It was so much fun. Just every breakdown was just like heavier than, I called it a breakdown. Every bass drop was like heavier than your average like metal breakdown. Like just like hugely devastating beats. Like, oh, it was so much fun. It was so worth it. I finally got to see them live. I've missed like them the last few conventions I've been at, unfortunately. So Delta says Catfire's set was a good time for us to have gotten to the front. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so we were at the very front by the end of it. And they killed that crowd, man. Like they just kept going until we were just all dead. Like and those of us that stayed all the way through, we got a solid thank you. If you stuck around to the end, you got a very special treat. They did a metal step remix of some idol metal, and so they did their own remix of "Gimme Chocolate" by Baby Metal, and whatever the one breakout song by Lady Baby is, that I think also involves chocolate or something, but like the one back when the guy was still in it and everything. And that killed me. That killed me. I was dying laughing, but it was also ridiculously savage. Thanks, Delta. There is a Linkin Park remix as well, for One Step Closer, and that shit was wild. Everyone was screaming out like, "Shut up when I'm talking to you!" And again, like the bass drops so heavy that it's like it might as well have been like a metal breakdown or a new metal breakdown or something. God, yeah. So a lot of fun times, man. Yeah. Oh man. I don't know if I missed anything else, Delta, but yeah, hopefully I can get across how much fun that whole night was. That was a hell of an unexpected, enjoyable event. Really added to all these other great events. Yeah, so I think the stuff we can kind of wrap up with is would be like the big stories, which I guess the main one was the MIYAVI one, and then the last one was what was announced as the new guests for next year. I think that's a good thing to wrap up with. What do you think, Winona?
Something relevant? Yeah.
Yeah. So this was relevant. It was metal step. I'll say it's 70% off topic. Yeah, that's what it was. It was basically metal stuff too.
Lightly off topic.
Lightly. Yeah, but it was fun. Still building my case for if you guys don't fuck with some kind of EDM, and you listen to Visual K, you will understand so many more things about Visual K and J-Rock in general once you start fucking with a bit more EDM. I'll just put it that way. These are facts. All right, yeah. So then we broke. So circling back, we broke a hot story, hot scoop about MIYAVI was cast in Maleficent 2,
which was not supposed to be announced.
Which well, we don't know that. They don't know that. We can't confirm or deny that. But he mentioned it during his set.
He mentioned it during his MC.
During his MC,
during his encore.
I caught it on camera and. Yeah, we got
on
it
video.
Out there. So Delta was on a plane internally screaming about the next thing. I see. Okay, yes. Yeah, we'll get to we'll get to.
We're gonna get there
shortly, but yeah. So if you hadn't heard about that, that's a thing that's happening that he just low key. It had been rumored, not confirmed. IMDb. Database entry does not count as confirmed.
No, it was rumored because he put a hashtag on his Instagram post, and that doesn't mean it was confirmed. You don't know, but now it's confirmed.
Yeah, Kimiko was screaming out at home. Yeah, so it was that was a fun little nugget. But then the big one for a lot of our viewers, which was at the end and
closing ceremonies.
Closing ceremonies was they announced that LMC is coming next year for
Halloween.
2019 for Halloween. And AWA is starting on Halloween of next year, Thursday Halloween of 2019. So So all I can really say is I can't wait personally. I definitely I plan on being there.
All I can say is trick or treat, bitches.
Trick or treat, bitches. We're gonna rock that place. We're gonna rock the LMC.
We're gonna rock the LMC.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun Halloween.
Fuck yeah, we're gonna come out dressed to the 9s and the 10s.
Oh yeah.
And the 88s.
Coming out dressed to the 88s.
Just to the 88s.
Yeah. So we will try to give you more coverage or details on that as soon as we can. But definitely keep an eye out for any more details about that. Stream is likely, but am still waiting to hear back. So in the meantime, speaking with people in our Discord, we do have multiple people already working on cosplays and plans and preps and having a big party and stuff like that. It's already shaping up to be something pretty cool. So yeah. I'm just like imagining. I'm like, I can't even imagine like what they're gonna do for Halloween. Like what LMC is gonna do is like the main thing. Like
the fucking concert is what they're gonna. No, okay.
Well, yeah, but it's like the shenanigans that they'll get into. Yeah.
No, I'm ready to see their fucking outfits. Are you kidding me? It's gonna be fucking Halloween. Yeah. They get lit in Japan for Halloween. It's gonna be a fucking blast. If they don't come out here with their own whole like Halloween special outfits, I'm gonna be thoroughly disappointed.
Oh, it's guaranteed to happen, for sure. Oh man, yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Make sure you guys start planning for AWA 2019 if you can, because it's gonna be a hell of a next year. I love how I'm like I don't have any plans for like this year for Halloween, but next year, oh man, we're prepping.
We're gonna be out there.
This year I'm probably winging it because I got the Miami thing. I think it'll probably fall together like it usually does. But next year's plotted out. Next year's gonna be rock solid. There's a hope for Ghost Heart costumes I see in the chat.
Oh fuck yeah, that's actually really fucking fitting.
Yeah, highly fitting. Or open the set with Hollow Hotel, something like that. Ghost Heart and Hollow Hotel.
Oh yeah, Doors.
What door? Yeah.
Door.
Well, just because we want door.
I want door. I want door so bad. Fuck yeah, door.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it. Unless you have anything else, Winona?
I can't even remember the con, Jeff.
Well,
I'm kind of fucked. I don't know what else to say.
Well, you got us the pictures, so that was the important part. I have
10,000 pictures on my phone after this con. Like, it's nuts. Like, I took 600 pictures of MIYAVI alone, and I didn't get to see how many pictures I took of, like, everyone else. That was fucking crazy. It was a great con, all I can say is I feel really good. I got to work on some dope-ass projects and got to see Jeff for the first time in, like, 2 years, and good times. See Delta for the first time in God knows how many years.
We had a fam reunion.
Yeah, we had a fam reunion. Got to see
Soda. Oh God, Asuka, what have you done?
Yeah, you saw Discord? Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, it's great.
I saw that.
MIYAVI is woke, so that actually works really well.
Yeah, beautiful.
But the con was great. I think the best thing about the convention was what MIYAVI said at the panel. I forgot to mention this. They asked him if a fan had asked if he would do cons again, and there were two parts. One part was MIYAVI thought they said this convention, and everyone screamed, and he was like, yeah, I would do this convention. But then the panelist asked if you would do conventions in general, and he was like, yeah, I want to do this. This was a lot of fun. And then he posted on his Instagram later saying, like, thank you, thank you, AWA. You guys made me want to relearn anime. I love the cultural appreciation and all of that. Like, he thinks it's awesome that so many people love Japanese culture, like, and know even more about it than he does. So we're going to see MIYAVI at more cons. That's a really good positive, because he had a really, really interesting experience at his last con. But this was a really good experience for him. So
yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So many great things. If anyone has any fun stories or anything like that, you know, if you're seeing this in the future, feel free to share them in the comments. You know, and we'll respond to you if it's here on YouTube, or you know, if you want to tweet them at us, tell us how your experiences went. Yeah, with all of that, I think we can go ahead and we'll go ahead and sign off for this one. If you guys enjoyed this stream, smash that like button. If you want to see more, smash that motherfucking subscribe button.
Ring that bell. Ring that bell one more time just to make sure. Follow us on Twitter so you can get all of the updates. And
ring that goddamn bell. Follow us the fuck out on Twitter
and Facebook.
You know, and Facebook and
Instagram and get in our Discord, bitches. Get
the fuck in here. Get the fuck in this backstage pass room here. It's backstage pass after hours. If you want to like post in here,
scenes shit.
Yeah, if you want to post more art, if you
want your art approved by me, put it in Discord.
If you want to support us and get even more like exclusive content, you can check out our Patreon. And most importantly, just check out our main website, vkh-press.com. We have all kinds of great news and reviews and all kinds of cool shit that we put out.
We have a lot of content coming real soon, guys. Some real gold got dug up this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up on 2 weeks ago.
There's a lot of things happened. I don't remember days. What is life?
Yeah. So, all right, guys, we will talk to you soon. Keep an eye out for more streams and more news.
Press a like.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be repeating myself at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and peace out, guys. Take it easy.
Bye, guys.